Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. FAA certifies the Cessna Latitude bizjet. The CAF wants to rescue a historic Douglas C-47. Redbird Skyport helps flood victims. I'm Bree Cross. It is June 8th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Cessna just keeps cranking out business jets, and they reported late last week that their new Cessna Latitude bizjet has achieved FAA type certification. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in the third quarter of this year. Cessna claims the Citation Latitude represents the perfect balance of comfort and efficiency and is the first business jet to combine a roomy, flat-floor stand-up cabin with a mid-size price and best-in-class operating costs. The Latitude is said to have a range of 2,850 nautical miles at long-range cruise speed and 2,700 nautical miles at high-speed cruise. Cessna is claiming a field length requirement under standard conditions of 3,580 feet. Among the first customers for the Latitude is NetJets, who has ordered up to 150 Citation Latitude business jets, with initial deliveries beginning in 2016. There are a lot of Kickstarter programs underway, but this one really got our attention. The Douglas C-47 transport aircraft that led the D-Day invasion of Normandy, France more than 70 years ago has been rediscovered in an aircraft boneyard in Wisconsin. Believed to be lost to history, the airplane was slated to be cut apart and remanufactured as a modern turboprop. Now, Airborne Partner, the Commemorative Air Force, is launching a Kickstarter funding campaign to save and restore the plane to flying conditions. The CAF has negotiated for the opportunity to acquire the C-47, named That's All Brother, from Basler Turbo Conversions of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. As part of the agreement, the CAF must complete its purchase of the aircraft by August 31st. With the deadline approaching, the CAF has launched a Kickstarter campaign to raise the remaining funds to rescue this noteworthy aircraft. The CAF plans to faithfully restore That's All Brother to airworthy condition, representing its exact configuration on D-Day. Check out the CAF website for details. After the break, Redbird Skyport helps during a natural disaster.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. The amazing folks of Redbird Skyport stepped up in a number of ways to support rescue, victim treatment, and cleanup for local relief efforts in the wake of devastating floods in Texas. Located in San Marcos, Redbird Skyport remained open for business during the entirety of the storm and offered their facility as a base for various rescue organizations for treating flood victims saved by air rescue. On Memorial Day, the ramp was busy with a dozen Black Hawk helicopters landing, refueling, and going back out to search for victims. The Red Cross also set up a mobile trauma center on site to treat those needing medical attention. John Kohnreich, general manager of Redbird Skyport, said in part, quote, "Our team of dedicated, professional, and enthusiastic employees who were able to safely travel to our facility did so to support all of the local and national rescue and relief efforts, which makes me extremely proud," end quote. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
Our staff expert says when you snap the stick back and stomp the rudder, you get a horizontal spin, better known as a snap roll. In this slow motion video, you'll see Danielle Héligoin's amazing rendition at less than 100 feet above the ground. ANN's Jim Campbell notes that he watched air shows come to a complete stop whenever Danielle started his routine this way. Search Danielle Héligoin's snap roll on YouTube. After these messages, the helicopter market is holding its own.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX-100, and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, NavCom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. It is reported in a study that the global civil helicopter market has experienced reasonably strong growth, recovering from the 2007-2008 financial crises. Analysts say the world market for civil helicopters will reach $7.4 billion in 2015. Meteorologists for Southwest Airlines, represented by the Transport Workers Union, have approved their first ever collective bargaining agreement. The company praised the efforts of the negotiating teams at a signing ceremony last week. The 4-year contract becomes amendable in June 2019. Sometimes airmail is quite unwelcome. Celebrity chef Bobby Flay was interrupted during the placing of his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. An airplane pulled a banner overhead with the single word cheater. It is speculated this has something to do with his divorce involving accusations of philandering. Boeing's EMD-1 aircraft, which is essentially a KC-46A with inoperative hardware, conducted a 4.3-hour test flight on Tuesday with its new refueling boom deployed. The flight was part of Boeing's airworthiness testing for the aircraft. It is reported that the online RC forum, RCGroups.com, has acquired the helicopter-focused forum, Hellafreak.com, for an undisclosed sum. The new owner of the site said the transition would be transparent to the users of the Hellafreak site. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's get back to the rest of the news. When you hear the name Tecnam, it's easy to envision a light sport aircraft. However, in this report, that is not the case. Tecnam has announced that the production of the first Tecnam P2012 Traveler is progressing well on its experimental assembly line in Italy, with a rollout scheduled for the 4th quarter of this year. The Tecnam P2012 Traveler is an 11-seat next-generation piston engine twin designed to comply with both FAR Part 23 and EASA CS23. Tecnam's professor Luigi Pascal has designed the P2012 Traveler to enable operators to benefit from very low operating and maintenance costs in particular. It is designed to operate on non-prepared runways with easy and fast turnaround time. With fixed gear and 2 Lycoming TEO piston engines, the design is next generation, but with the simplicity of operation in mind. Initial flight testing is expected by the beginning of next year. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.